Hi, welcome to the Off Topic Movie Podcast. I am your host, Jordan, and that's your other host, Steven.
Hi.
And this is our podcast about movie news where we try to stay on topic, but we never do. Uh, Ever.
Spoiler.
Literally never stay on topic. It is a struggle for us to stay on topic. So what did you watch this week?
What did I watch this week? Oh my gosh. I watched The Devil's Rejects by Rob Zombie. And then I watched House of a Thousand Corpses by Rob Zombie. I also watched this really neat doc by Ben Berman on Hulu. It's called The Amazing Jonathan documentary. It's very good. Very good. It's different. It's not your typical documentary, but I think that's why I like it. It does some new things, and I know there's some twists and some turns. I also watched Antebellum, the new movie that came out on the
horror movie?
the 21st. Yeah, the horror movie with Janelle Monáe.
Hmm.
Yeah, that wasn't the best.
Yeah.
I didn't like that movie.
A lot of those movies that came out after, I think it was The Conjuring, are not very good.
What?
Was it? What? That's like a part of the Conjuring series, right?
No. I think you're thinking of La Llorona or something like that.
All I know is
This Antebellum.
The Conjuring has
is-
like a giant like movie universe or something.
Oh yeah. This isn't part of that though.
Okay.
This is separate. This is it's a Get Out rip off if I've ever seen one before. It's not.
I just think of
I don't know.
Annabelle.
I want to watch it a couple more times just to fully digest it because it's not. I don't know. I can't. It's bad. It's bad. What did you watch this week, Jordan?
Well, in terms of TV shows, I watch the first 2 seasons of Cobra Kai because the third season isn't out yet. Good. That's a great show. Way better than I thought it was going to be. I think it's the best Karate Kid sequel.
Huh. Is it better than the reboot with Jaden Smith?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
It's
I hear good things about that show.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it worth a watch if you haven't seen Karate Kid?
I think so, honestly. I don't think it
So
like
it's a standalone.
I was gonna say it doesn't lean too heavily on the Karate Kid, but it does. But I still feel like you could watch it and you'd still get enjoyment out of it. But there would be references that obviously you wouldn't get or would be a shock to you because you haven't seen the Karate Kid series. But I still think you enjoy it.
Flashbacks in it?
Yeah, they're like the first episode.
Flashbacks to the movie.
Yeah, it flashes back to the first Karate Kid and stuff.
Like
it's good.
Film that movie.
Yeah,
cool.
It's good. What else did I watch this week?
Wasn't it on like YouTube Red?
It was on
now
YouTube.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it was on YouTube Red, and then Netflix bought the rights, and they're the ones that made season 3, which comes out next year. I'm excited. Okay. This guy could fighting choreograph. What is the word I'm looking for? Choreography, and that was pretty surprising. But yeah, watch Cobra Kai on Netflix if you have it. It's really good. What else did I watch this week? I watched a crime heist that you've probably never heard of. It was directed by F. Gary Gray. Mm-hmm. It's called Set It Off.
I've never heard of that, no.
It's like a 4 black lead women. It's got Jada.
Oh, is it like Queen Latifah in there?
Yeah, Queen Latifah.
Yeah, I have heard of that. Yeah. I didn't know he directed that.
Yeah, he directed. He's directed a lot of weird stuff, but yeah, I mean that for being, I think it's like his second movie he directed. It's good. I mean, it's not the worst bank heist movie I've ever seen. Yeah, don't watch it.
But it's like worth checking out.
yeah, especially if you're looking for not very well known movies, I guess.
Okay.
It's
If you're looking for those uncut gems.
I don't know if I call it an uncut gem, but I'm pretty sure it got good reviews and stuff when it came out. So
Okay.
yeah, it was decent. I liked it. Um, Probably never gonna get a sequel, but still.
Well, yeah, it was made in like
1996.
yeah, that's definitely not getting a sequel. You said it had
Listen,
like 6 black leads that were female.
4.
4?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
there's
doesn't seem
there's
like it's.
a take on police brutality and how the police treat black people, and it's like, wow, it's still relevant today. Weird.
I was gonna say that sounds relevant,
Yeah.
but I don't think that sounds like it's gonna get a sequel, especially with Queen Latifah being one of the leads.
What
I
did
don't think that
Queen
Queen.
Latifah do? Oh,
I don't.
she's
No,
not
I
gonna.
mean, no. She's just not
Yeah.
like a box office draw or like a
Well,
big
they
name.
all die at the
And
end
I bet she's
besides
like moved on.
they all
Oh
died.
wow,
Yeah,
spoilers!
spoilers.
Wow.
The movie's 20 years old at this point, dude. If I spoiled it for you, it sucks. But
Oh,
uh, yeah, there's I don't see it getting a sequel no matter what. I'm not gonna spoil the full ending, but yeah, I watch it even if you know that because it's pretty obvious where the story's going as soon as it begins. But what else did I watch? I watched Glory.
or Denzel Washington, right?
Yeah, Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, Matthew Broderick killed those people in that car accident. Glory's a good movie.
I haven't seen that.
You've never seen
It's
Glory?
on my list. No, it's on my list though.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say 7 out of 10 stars.
Did you watch anything else?
That's all I can think of off the top of my head. Unless you want to talk about the Red Iron Gang.
No, I don't. I don't think that I do. And I don't think anyone wants to hear about that either. So let's move on to what's going on currently with the delays. There's been a lot of delays going on recently. Black Widow was supposed to come out, and like it was supposed to have come out already, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got pushed to November of this year, and now it's gonna come out next May.
A lot of things are getting huge year delays, which is crazy to me. But
I mean, I think that movie going this year in the theater is pretty much done as it stands now.
Not according to Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, and his movie that has pretty much just bombed because no one's going to the theater. I think maybe Tenet could, I don't know, stay in the theaters for now and then pick itself out and then, take itself out of theaters and then come back into theaters once people are ready to go into the theaters. But Christopher Nolan thinking that, I don't know.
He forced it in the theaters basically.
Yeah.
And now it's not making the money that the studio wants. So I definitely don't see Is it
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Yeah, I don't see them release anything else this year.
Yeah, it's a big hit.
It's a big hit in other countries.
No, I mean it's a big hit in their wallets, but yeah.
Oh,
that too. West Side Story, Steven Spielberg's movie was supposed to come out this year in December, and then that just got pushed back to a whole year to next December.
Steven Spielberg. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I need to put this out there. I don't feel like he's directed a good movie in the last few years.
I don't think he has either. I mean, there was what?
Bridge of Spies.
I didn't.
The BFG.
The BFG didn't even see that.
The Post
Didn't see that.
It was alright. I'd say that movie's decent. He directed Ready Player One, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And then, before that, it was like Lincoln or something, and then War Horse. Oh, The Adventures of Tintin. That's a good movie.
His last good movie for me that I've seen was Catch Me If You Can in 2002.
There you see Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but all right.
I mean, haven't seen War of the Worlds from 2005, but
Uh,
still, that's
good,
that's
good, good first half.
that's stretching it. That's still
Yeah.
15 years ago for
Damn.
good old Spielberg, but not a
Yeah.
good movie.
Mhm.
I don't know. I like that he's still trying. I mean, and he's still doing his thing.
He's one of the best directors of all time. Do not get me wrong.
Yeah,
But yeah, his past few, they seem more like an Oscar bait than anything else.
right. Minus like Ready Player One and the BFG.
Yeah.
The BFG is just kind of trying to, I don't know, capture kids' hearts again.
It doesn't really seem like he's going for serious stuff in the past decade. I mean, in the past decade, Adventures of Tintin, War Horse, Lincoln, Bridge of Spies. I lied, I guess. The PFG, the
I was gonna
Post.
say there's
They're
the
mostly
Post.
serious. I guess I should say that his last two movies haven't been very serious. Ready Player One and West Side Story, which isn't out yet. So
Well, West Side Story, he's going. It seems like. I mean, I don't know why would he even care about getting an Oscar? It seems like he's just. I mean, he can do whatever he wants to do with Steven Spielberg, and
yeah,
I mean, and he wanted to do West Side Story remake, and he did. And I think another reason why it could be getting delayed is because of the controversy with Ansel Elgort, because it was alleged that I think he sexually assaulted a 17-year-old, and then he came out and denied those allegations. But I know he's the star or one of the leads of West Side Story, so I don't think that if it did come out this year, I don't think it would have done. I don't know. I mean, that kind of news doesn't really just go away within a year, but it could help. But also, I mean, who knows?
well,
People might not even want to be seeing him on screen in a year from now, and people might not even want to see West Side Story movie.
people forget fast.
People do forget fast, but
Well, who released the movie while they were under attack by like sexual assault allegations recently? I can't think of anyone.
are you talking about a specific movie?
Just any movie in general.
Uh, there was the Kevin Spacey movie, I think, $1 Billion Boys Club or something like that.
Oh,
That
yes,
made like
Ansel, whatever his name was in that movie. I
yeah, he was in
think.
that too. But that
Yeah,
was before the allegations came out. But also that
yeah.
movie made like I think it actually made like $3 at the box office. It was something like really low. It was like less than like $10,000.
Well, if you want to read the last sentence of the Wikipedia article, it says the film was panned by critics, although Spacey's performance was praised.
Oh wow.
Unfortunate. I mean, obviously, separate an artist from
And then
their personal life, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that's a separate argument. I think we could have a whole podcast on that
Yeah.
because, and let's get off topic for a little bit on that
Mm.
because there's people like Bryan Singer who directed Bohemian Rhapsody, and then that was getting a whole bunch of Oscar buzz, and then then it was taken. His name was kind of taken off.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dexter Fletcher came in because Bryan Singer just apparently just didn't want to show up to work. And then there's what?
I said Bryan Singer seemingly has done that on a lot of films where he is a piece of garbage to work with. So
yeah, I don't know. And then there's like the Jeepers Creepers movies. Like I really enjoy the first Jeepers Creepers movie, but the director is a pedophile. Like went to jail, convicted pedophile, and then now he's still somehow making movies. He made Jeepers Creepers 3, which came out like 2 years ago, I want to say.
Which wasn't good, but yeah.
Which was absolutely garbage. But people, I don't know, it's a big argument. Unlike there was Nate Parker, who made in 2016, he made the Birth of a Nation, and he's actually from Virginia Beach. And that movie made like it had a really big deal coming out of the festivals. And then it was like everyone was talking about how he was going to be the next big thing and like this movie was going to get Oscars. and things like that. And then allegations came out about him, or past things came into light, I should say, and pretty serious stuff.
Mhm.
And then the movie pretty much got pulled, and like no Oscars, no buzz. Everyone just forgot about it. So there's things like that. It's just, I don't know. I think
I mean, if you remember, speaking of X-Men and Bryan Singer, Brett Ratner, he got called
oh
out
yeah,
by like 7 different women, and Warner Brothers cut all ties, and he hasn't directed a movie since 2014. So it's
right.
like it's basically on a case by case basis how these people are affected.
Right, but I'm saying that it's like it's I mean it's up to the individual, of course,
Mm,
as to whether they want to support that. So there's been some trailers that came out this past week. Uh Truth Seekers by Nick Frost and Simon Pegg. What did you think about this trailer?
this is the Amazon comedy horror, right?
Yeah.
It looks interesting. I mean, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are always funny together, so and I'm a big fan of horror comedy. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm a big fan of horror comedy movies. I'm gonna say that good horror comedy movies are really good to me, and I enjoy watching them. So, what do you think about it?
Um I'm kind of on the fence about it. It looks good. I am looking forward to watching it. But the things that Simon Pegg and Nick Frost have done outside of things that also involve Edgar Wright with them, like Slaughterhouse Rules, which I think is the first movie that they did with their joint production company. And then they also did Paul. You remember Paul, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
With Seth Rogen. Yeah.
yeah.
And so those two things that they did that didn't involve Edgar Wright were uh, received poorly. I'll say that.
I don't think. I think Paul was. People thought it was okay. Paul has some funny moments in it.
I mean, I don't know.
It's not really my type of comedy, but
Yeah, I think it was. I don't know. It was just different for them. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm. This looks better than both of those things that I just named. So
yeah,
I'm still looking forward to it. I think that this might be, I don't know, might be a return to form for these two being together. Maybe they found their pair,
mm,
not involving Edgar Wright, like with the showrunner. I think this is a miniseries, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
So
Most things on Amazon Prime are miniseries. So
yeah,
Amazon Prime's making some bangers lately.
are they?
Well, I'm not gonna say I catchphrases. I'm not gonna say, but I mean, I'm not. I don't know if it's recently. Like The Boys season 2 is good. Man in the High Castle is good. You ever watch that on Amazon Prime?
I haven't seen that. No.
Uh, Short synopsis. It's like Japan takes over America in World War II, and that it's good. Watch it.
Yeah, I heard it was like good alternate history kind of
Yeah, I
thing.
love alternate history stuff. So, what other shows? I mean,
Well, they have this, and going back to the trailers, they have a trailer that came out this week called "Sound of Metal." I've been looking forward to this one for a while, and
what's it
then the
about?
trailer came out the other day. What was that?
What's it about?
This drummer in a rock band,
Mm-hmm.
he starts to lose his hearing, and he deals with that like a drama.
Hmm. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it looks all right. Looks interesting. And then the trailer for The Haunting of Bly Manor came out.
Super excited. Love the haunting of
Hill House.
FBI. Yeah. Huh.
I love the Haunting of Bly too.
Yeah.
Um, I only watched the teaser. I didn't watch the full trailer that came out this week, just because.
Spoilers.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch it anyway when it comes out, so
Hmm.
I don't really want a lot spoiled for me. And if Mike Flanagan is directing this entire thing, then which I think he is, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
then I don't know. Then it'll be good. It'll probably be just as good as The Haunting of Hill House. Hopefully, he adds in some more different things, so it's not just like a rehash. But
the
I don't
same
know.
family goes to a different haunted house, but yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm I'm a big fan of Mike Flanagan. I think I've watched his entire filmography, like even
Hush.
the smaller stuff that he's done. Like his first feature. Anyway, WandaVision, that trailer came out.
That looks
The
interesting. I think it's the most excited I am for a Marvel thing in a while, besides like Infinity War. Like it looks like their most I don't know what the phrase I'm looking for is, like their most diverse story or different story, I guess. Like
Yeah, it definitely looks different than
yeah,
anything that they've done, which is uh, my qualm with Marvel and Disney in general, that
hmm,
they don't really take risk. But this does look different, and it makes me more excited to see it. Like I know that they wanted to put what is it, the Winter Soldier and Falcon,
yeah, that's
that
getting a
show.
show too.
Yeah, they wanted to put that forward first, but I think they had to stop filming. So it looks like they're just putting this one out first and putting it out in people's brains.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a big risk taking these movie characters and putting them in a television show, because technically it's not really a television show, it's more like a 5 hour long movie or whatever you want to call it. But like
Mm.
putting stuff like this in Disney Plus, I think is a huge, like, because if this was a movie, like, yeah, it's going to be successful. But, like, is this going to be successful in Disney Plus? Probably.
Yeah,
But like,
probably. I mean, people really dig Marvel and Star Wars and that kind of thing. They eat this kind of stuff up. Like any kind of content that involves these characters that they already know, they're like, "Hey, I know these characters. I'm gonna watch this show." So, I mean, yeah,
who's
I think it'll be
directing? Who's directing this?
WandaVision.
Yeah,
Um, I do not know off the top of my head.
is it a movie director or a television director? I think it's a television director. It's Matt Shackman. He's directed a couple episodes of The Great and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Game of Thrones. So
Directed some episode or an episode of The Boys, Fargo, Mad Men.
yeah, this
He's done a
this will
lot.
this will probably be pretty good.
Is he directing all of the episodes? So,
That's what it says on Wikipedia.
all right. Well, I don't know. I mean, the plot isn't really. I can't tell what the show is about off of the
Well,
trailer.
using my knowledge of the uh, the comic, and I may be wrong here, but after Vision dies, Wanda goes insane, and she like distorts reality to the point where she brings Vision back to life, and like she's living in this alternate reality where they're a happy family, and they it's hard to explain because
No, no, wait.
it's literally
That's
like
fine. That's fine right there. I mean, that sounds
yeah,
cool. That's enough
yeah,
to get me in right now because it seems like some kind of fantasy romance drama that hasn't been done in this kind of universe before. Like
yeah. It's
that is something that gets me excited about this show.
because in the comics, Wanda is she's way more powerful than she is like she is a mutant, obviously, and she has like reality altering. Like I don't know if you ever heard of the comic event. I think it's called House of M. that's basically where she gets really upset at something and rewrites reality to the point where mutants are like the rulers of the earth, and she's like, okay, so.
Do you think that there's going to be a lot of action in this? Like, do you think people are going to Marvel? Do you think that MCU fans are going to come to this and watch it and be disappointed that there's
I
not a
don't
lot of
see there
action?
being a lot of action on this.
Me,
I don't
me
know who
neither.
they'd fight.
Yeah, no, I don't either. Which is kind of what excites me. Like I said,
I,
it's
I see this being very probably in the same way in the multiverse of madness is probably going to be the Doctor Strange film coming out.
yeah.
I see it being a very good lead into that because obviously this has something to do with the multiverse. So, man, now I want a House of M like Avengers movie.
Well, you're alone in that because I have no idea what that is. So let's move on.
This dude.
uh, sweet segue. 3 crew members on the set of Scream 5 in Wilmington, North Carolina, got tested positive for COVID. That was just yesterday,
Are they still filming?
but they're going to continue filming on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So, separate from what the Batman did, where like Robert Pattinson got COVID and they just shut the whole production down.
It's a different country though.
Yeah, it's a different country, and they are handling it better in that other country.
Yeah.
They just took out these 3 crew members and like constantly testing them, and they said that it wasn't any of the main players of the crew. So I mean, it seems like they just get to keep on going. I'm worried that this is, I don't know, that, I mean, obviously worried for everyone's safety, but
You think you're worried it's going to affect the quality of the film in some way?
No. I just think that, I mean, having these production companies continue on, having this production continue on, knowing that there were players in the crew that were infected and could have possibly got other people infected. I don't know. It's a weird time doing stuff like this right now because everyone wants to go back to work, everyone wants to go back to set, but it's risky. It's risky. There's a whole bunch of people all in one place. You can't really necessarily socially distance on set. So I don't know.
I feel like this pandemic is going to lead into like new ways to film movies. Because I remember I was reading an article about how a lot of movies want to use the technology that the Mandalorian used, like where they create their set pieces in a Unreal Engine, which is a gaming engine, and then they do the whole 3D thing.
right,
because that requires a lot less people. Yeah, that requires a lot less people on set and stuff. So a lot of companies are talking about stuff like that. Like I can see a lot of like a low budget horror movie. I think that could work pretty well.
Yeah, but like low budget.
Yeah, because that's pretty expensive, is what I heard.
Right. So I don't know. It doesn't seem financially viable for like every company to be able to do that.
Well, yeah, especially for movies that you don't know if they're going to be successful or not. Like The Mandalorian, obviously that's going to be successful on Disney Plus, so you don't have to worry about what money you're spending. But Scream 5,
right?
I don't know.
Yeah, and it's not it's not that every company can't afford. It's not even that every company can't afford to do that, but it's also
these movies have to be financially viable. Like,
yeah, but is it even possible to incorporate that into the production of it? So it's like if you have like A Quiet Place Part 2, if they were just now filming that, how could they have done that? I don't know.
Well, it's even like, do they have the technology to do that, or is that like solely on Disney?
Right. I don't know.
But it does make me happy that Halloween Kills finished filming like a year ago. So
yeah, and we'll just be getting that
a year late. It hurts.
Next year, I guess.
What's our next story?
Next story is the director of American Psycho is going to be doing a mini series for Quibi. It's coming out in October.
What is Quibi again?
Quibi is like it's a streaming service.
It sounds familiar, but it sounded like something that was really dumb.
Yeah, it's that one where it's like the whole gimmick is
that's only for on your phone, right?
Right. It's
that's
like
stupid.
It's only on your phone, and it's only like I think it might be only vertical too. I mean, you can go back and forth, but it's like mainly supposed to be vertical.
It's where the most dangerous game got a show and stuff. Yeah, don't do that. Don't make your gimmick something that is literally stupid. Like,
I mean, there's a lot of gimmicks out there of like how we film it is and how it's presented is the gimmick, like 3D, and this is another thing, and it's like smell-o-vision and I don't know, things being filmed in one take. It's all kind of a gimmick, but I don't know. I'm excited for this series because it's about. Let me read it. The dark journey of a young woman down on her luck and pregnant under mysterious circumstances.
The director of American Psycho.
Yeah, she hasn't done a lot of great movies. Or a lot of movies at all, really. She's done a lot of TV since American Psycho because I think she came out and said that people just don't want to hire her, even though people really love American Psycho.
Yeah, but what else? What other movies she directed? She didn't direct American Psycho 2, did she? Oh, no.
No, she didn't.
Oh, okay.
She directed the Notorious Betty Page, which I don't think made a lot of money, but I think it was received well. And like I said, she's just been doing a lot of TV. She did The Moth Diaries. I've never heard of this one.
Is that a sequel to the Mothman Prophecy? It's a good movie, but go on.
It's the sequel to The Butterfly Effect.
That's actually just called The Butterfly Effect 2, but
yeah. But I'm not gonna get Quibi for this one. It's
you want to watch a good show off Quibi that you would like is 50 States of Fright.
Yeah, I heard about that. I want to watch it.
Yeah, good show. Love it.
You've seen it, the whole thing?
Yeah, but not in Quibi, dude.
Okay, all right. I didn't think so. I was like, if you're subscribed to Quibi, you gotta slide me that login. But I don't.
You're gonna watch on your phone, dude?
I don't know anyone who has Quibi.
Yeah, I think it was a failure. I also think they're selling it. So,
yikes! So let's move on, just like Quibi. Let's move on to comic book, movie, and TV news. Aldous Hodge is going to be playing Hawkman in the Black Adam movie. What do you think about him?
He's a decent. I don't remember what I've seen him in, but I've seen him in something, and I think I remember him being decent. What I want to say is I'm surprised that we're getting a Hawkman in a movie before Hawkwoman. I thought Hawkwoman was more popular. Do you even know anything about these characters?
No, I don't.
Well, you had Cartoon Network as a kid, right?
Yeah.
And the Justice League animated show, which you should go watch because it's really good. Hawkwoman was the main member of the team, and I think that's what made her really popular. So I'm surprised we're getting Hawkman. But I'm glad we're getting a African American Hawkman.
Is the character not an African American in the comics?
You know, everyone in superhero movies is white, man.
That's true. And that was a dumb question.
I think Hawkman he's white. He's like the husband of Hawkwoman or something, and yeah, he's white.
Shame. I think I last saw him in The Invisible Man, which I know that was interesting.
Who's
He was
the
good in
father
it.
of the girl, right?
Yeah, the father, the father. He was the dad of the girl. Yes,
Yeah, your mother's father.
he was good in that.
He was MC Ren in Shadow Compton.
He was who?
MC Ren. There's so many characters in that movie you probably wouldn't remember.
I was gonna say I don't know if I remember that character or not. So then let's move on to Miss Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
The directors of Bad Boys for Life are going to be directing the pilot and possibly the entire first season.
Bad Boys for Life was a good movie, and I'm excited to see where that goes because I think Miss Marvel gonna open up the door for so many more diverse superheroes. Like I think Miss Marvel, like she has the ability to expand like what the MCU is.
Who do you think, if you have anyone, who should play her? Because she would be the first live action Muslim hero.
It's hard. Who's that? Who's that? What's her name? She was in Blockers.
Yeah. I like her. Yeah. That's who my mind went to. But she's pretty young.
Miss Marvel's young.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Miss Marvel's like a teenager.
Oh, really? Oh no, yeah. It should definitely be her then.
Yeah.
Because she's great. She's great in everything that I've seen her in. She's in She was in Blocker. She was in Bad Education. She was in The Package. And even though that movie was not good.
Well, people who worked on The Package are hurt.
Mm.
Who's watching this podcast? Me, you, my professor, Bob Iger, and the director of The Package.
Oh my God. I miss, and hopefully, yeah, I mean, so those are I'm just completely digging myself into holes. I'm never gonna get a job at Disney, and I'm never gonna get a job as the assistant to whoever directed The Package.
That was a Netflix movie. No, it wasn't. It was bad. Yeah.
Well, now you're not gonna get a job with them either.
Dude, well, the only other movie that guy directed was like Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, Miss Marvel. Obviously you don't play too many video games, but she's in Marvel's Avengers that came out recently, like last month.
Is she? I didn't know that.
She's like the main character.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in any of the marketing material.
Yeah, while that game is it's decent. I think she's done pretty well in it, and I think that if she was more fleshed out in like a show or a movie, then I could see her being a really big hit with a lot of people.
Is she a kid in that, or like a teenager or whatever?
I don't think she's ever been an adult. So
oh, okay.
Yeah, I think cool. she's always a teenager. Yeah, because she's an Inhuman in the comics anyway. She has like stretchy arms, and she can make herself really big. She's cool. I like her.
Well, yeah, I think her name. Oh, let me use Geraldine. I believe is how you say her name. Geraldine is her first name. And am I going to attempt to say her last name?
She might be too old. If they could age her up a little bit, maybe make her like a college student. But like her, I feel like her whole appeal is that she's like basically a young Avenger. Like, oh, she's fanboying out over Spider-Man or whatever, or more Miss Marvel.
Oh, she's younger than
she's
Spider-Man.
She's like high schooler age.
So is Peter Parker, isn't he? Isn't he like in high school and then?
Oh, you're talking about the MCU. Yeah, I was talking about like actual Peter Parker in the comics. Like,
Oh, no, no, no.
he's like out of college, but yeah, no, it could work. If she was around that age,
Well, she's like 25 in real life, from what I'm seeing.
yeah, but she could pull it off. I think they'd have to age her up real fast, but yeah, no, I want to see her. I want to see her as Miss Marvel. She's supposed to be in the. No, she's not gonna be the next Captain Marvel, but she's supposed to be in a Captain Marvel movie. So
Is she?
not her specifically, but like Miss Marvel is supposed to
Oh,
be
Miss
in
Marvel.
Marvel.
Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. Let's move on. The Boys is getting a spinoff.
Yeah, about a superhero college. That's interesting.
Is it a superhero college or is it a set at a college?
Set in America's only college exclusively for young adult superheroes.
Oh, okay. So it's like Sky High, besides
Oh
in
hell
college
yeah!
and R-rated. This is gonna be sweet.
Yeah,
This is gonna be very good.
yeah. I can see the shenanigans that would exist at a superhero college, and I'm excited.
This is like accepted or like what's that movie? Fired Up?
I
Besides like both of those movies being having the potential to be even better because of the superhero element. Have you finished the second season of The Boys?
no, not yet. Have you?
Nope, haven't even started it.
I was gonna say I haven't started.
Oh, I thought you said earlier that you started it.
No, I said I started season 1.
Oh, well, I might start. I should start season 2 soon.
Yeah, I like it. I think The Boys is good. I mean, it's very Mark Miller. Like, I don't know if he had any involvement with writing it, but it's definitely
Well, it's like a Garth Ennis comic,
yeah, and he's generally
like Mark Millar or whatever.
I think maybe Mark Miller confused with someone else. Hold on. Who wrote The Dark Knight Returns? That's
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller. That's what I meant to say. It's definitely Frank Miller, as in superheroes are not good. Blah blah blah. Like, but I mean, I like it. I don't know. I've never read that comic, so it's good. Is where I'm going with this. I like The Boys, and I'm excited for any type of spinoff in that universe.
Well, the showrunner of the spinoff is going he's written 4 episodes of The Boys, and then he's going to be writing the pilot for the new series as well.
Well, I hope he directed the best episodes.
I think this and I think this piece of news and the WandaVision trailer are what have gotten me the most excited out of the two
news
the two
in general
newest
or superhero news.
The two newest
The two newest Jews.
The two newest pieces of news out of this whole thing that I didn't know about. I think these are the two things that I'm most excited about.
For sure.
And something I don't know. There's going to be a Peacemaker show for HBO Max with James Gunn directing the pilot and writing the first 8 episodes or the whole first season. Peacemaker.
Oh, Peacemaker.
Yeah. And John Cena is going to be playing Peacemaker, just like how he is in the Suicide Squad.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know.
What is Peacemaker? I know he's is he like Captain America with a gun or something? Like, what is he? Like, what?
You don't know this superhero comic book character's origin story?
Listen, DC has like 800 characters on any given day, so it's kind of hard to keep up with most. If he's from like a 1970 comic where he appeared once and got beat up by Batman, I'm not gonna know.
His first appearance was in 1966 in a comic.
He had his own comic book series. Wow. Peacemaker #1. What does the front say? A man who loves peace so much that he's willing to fight for it. Same. I feel that, Peacemaker. I agree with that.
I think I think that's the kind of angle, the absurdness of his character is what James Gunn is going to play up in the
I hope
Suicide
so.
Squad and in the show.
Yeah, I want to see a man who's willing to fight for peace, just like literally almost everybody else in the world. So
the fact that he's willing to just like, I mean, I'm sure that he'll get pretty violent and beat up some folks, just like the Batman in the new Batman in the Batman trailer. But he's doing it for peace, so
he kills people.
Okay,
so all right,
but he kills people, but for peace.
I'm starting to get confused on the superheroes that allow themselves to kill and the ones that don't, and then I realized that most Marvel superheroes are okay with killing besides Spider-Man. So, yeah, it says here that he was a pacifist, and then he learns that his peace through violence efforts were the result of a serious mental illness brought on by the shame of having a Nazi death camp commanded for her father. All right.
What?
I'm excited.
What is the show going to be?
That's crazy. I'm excited for this show. James Gunn, good director. So, and he's made some really Toxic Man-esque films. So,
yeah. Let's just talk about for a second how HBO Max is basically just like the DC EU platform. It's like it's gonna have Zack Snyder's Justice League on it, and it's gonna have the Gotham show with the crooked cops, and then it's gonna have this. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
it, but why HBO Max and not like something that you know is gonna make money?
It's because it's their new platform. They're just trying to. Warner Brothers is just trying to push it, and if they could keep putting or developing new content for it like this, I'll say it.
HBO Max is gonna be popular, I think.
Yeah, let's go back for a second. I brought up Zack Snyder's Justice League. News came out this week that it's a rumor that some of the actors are going to be coming back to reprise their roles for new additional footage.
And they specifically said they weren't going to do that, so that makes
they did specifically say that they weren't going to do that. And then Henry Cavill was asked by Collider if he was involved with that, and he said no. So I don't know. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of information swirling about here.
Henry Cavill also said he was never going to do a Superman movie again, and I'm pretty sure he just got like a contract deal to do like a couple more. He also said he would never play Superman again, but he is. And Ben Affleck said he was never going to do Batman again, but he is. So I don't really believe any of the things they say, but
I don't know. Are you excited for Zack Snyder's Justice League? I feel like we never talked about that.
Listen, he's had a lot of time to think about this. He's seen a worse version of what he created. So he's gotta have some ideas in there to make this movie better. Because Zack Snyder is not the best director in the world. All right. And it's like people wanted this movie so bad, and I could never understand why. Because do you really think this Zack Snyder version is going to be better than the Joss Whedon version?
Do I think that personally? I think a lot of people do think that, and I also do think that.
Do you think Batman v Superman was better than Justice League? I will say that. But yeah. I don't think Zack Snyder is the director they should have gotten for any of the DCEU stuff. I think he's visual over substance for sure. Like, yeah, Batman v Superman has the famous Dark Knight Returns shot of the lightning in the background and him hanging on the roof and doing the bat thing, but like, it's cool. But then you realize
he's doing the bat thing. But
yeah, but then you realize he's fighting like We're literally like 2 or 3 movies in, and they're fighting Doomsday. Like, why are we fighting Doomsday already? It's crazy to me. I don't know. That story they wanted to catch up with Avengers, right? And now that they've attempted that, they're like, this didn't work at all. I don't know. This is a really long-winded way of me saying that I don't think Zack Snyder is the right man for this, but it's too late now, so we'll see where it goes. I'm excited for it though, because maybe he'll do better in a longer format.
I think so.
He tried to stuff too much stuff in the Batman v Superman, so
I think that was another argument with the Justice League. Just had too many timelines, or too many plot points. I mean,
Justice League was one of the worst movies I saw that year. So that movie is so bad. If you like Justice League, don't talk to me anymore. I'm willing to lose fans over Justice League.
fans.
My professor's out of here.
I was gonna say, so anyone that's still listening, let's talk about the next topic. Ryan Gosling is going to be playing a stuntman in a movie directed by David Leitch, who co-directed John Wick and then directed Deadpool 2 and the last Fast and Furious movie. The last Fast and Furious movie, which was Hobbs and Shaw.
That was okay.
Yeah, I liked Hobbs and Shaw. But I don't know. I think that everything that David Leitch has done in his solo directing career isn't a good movie. Like, Hobbs and Shaw was very long and drawn out. It definitely could have got shortened.
It's also
this project I'm looking forward to. It's Ryan Gosling playing a stuntman, which he did in Drive.
Yeah,
and kind of like Place Beyond the Pines.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also going to be playing. He's playing a stuntman who is also a bounty hunter to make ends meet.
Well, that just sounds like Drive.
Kinda.
Not kind of. Like,
well, he wasn't a bounty hunter in Drive.
He wasn't a bounty hunter, but he was a stuntman that was like a getaway driver.
Right.
Go on though.
And David Leitch was a stuntman before he got into directing.
Yeah.
So
that would explain why a lot of his movies are just okay or not good.
Well, David Leitch, I hope you're not listening.
Well, listen, Deadpool 2, the first John Wick, Atomic Blonde, and Hobbs and Shaw all have like really good action, but not very good story. So it's like,
the first John Wick isn't like heavy on the mythology or.
Well, John Wick, he co-directed that,
right? But that was, I don't know. John Wick is good though. It's not heavy on story, but right, sure, yeah. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this movie because I hope that it's, like I say, with most movies that we talk about, I hope that it's like what I was hoping with the Batman. I hope it's lower budget and something that's, I don't know. I hope it's low budget and the action isn't like CGI spectacle.
You don't think that movies with high budgets can be good? Why do you want it to be a low budget is what I'm asking.
Because I want it to be grounded.
Oh, okay. You can have a grounded movie with a high budget, but you ever seen Terminator 2?
You said what?
You ever seen Terminator 2?
Terminator 2? Did then? Are you saying that didn't have a high budget?
I'm saying that it was grounded because I was joking. But the last movie I saw with a big budget that was grounded, or that I can't even think of one off the top of my head.
There are none.
It's not true. Well, what counts as a grounded movie for you?
As a grounded movie, something that's not like a CGI that doesn't have a big CGI fight.
Like The Hurt Locker? Because the Hurt Locker only had a budget of 15 million, so I lied.
It had a budget of what? 200 million?
15 million.
Oh, I mean, that's not super high.
I can't think of any. Like a horror movie? No, because like Halloween's pretty grounded. Well, the new Halloween is grounded, but it had a low budget. I don't know.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I just want David Leitch to make a movie closer to John Wick and further away from Hobbs and Shaw and Deadpool 2. I think that's the root of what I was trying to say.
So you want Annihilation?
No, because I wouldn't say that movie was grounded in reality.
No, I'm just saying. Blade Runner. Like, what do you want?
I want Ryan Gosling. I want David Leitch to be better. I want him to move away from the CGI. I want him to go back to doing stuntman kind of things. I don't know, just make John Wick again. Basically, is what I'm trying to say with a better story.
Juan Jick or something, dude. Like
that. I don't know. I'm saying this movie has potential. I hope they don't CGI it up.
Yeah, I agree.
Terribly.
I mean, a movie about a stuntman, there's not too much you can do CGI besides car crashes.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hope he's not like, oh, this is going to be my own Fast and Furious spinoff. I don't. That's not what
I'm looking for more of a Nightcrawler.
That.
You didn't like Nightcrawler?
I mean, no, I did. I just wouldn't say that was. I don't know. That's not the bar that I would set for most grounded.
You don't think movies. Nightcrawler is grounded? Listen, Nightcrawler is what made me want to be a journalist, dude.
I'm not saying it's not, and also that's a bad reason.
So I can drive around and film my dead friends, dude. Yeah.
That's not what I would. I would say grounded a low budget grounded movie would be like Green Room.
That was sarcasm, but low budget Green Room.
Green Room.
You're thinking of horror movies, like as grounded, I think.
No, there's other movies that are grounded that aren't horror movies.
Like example,
like The Art of Self-Defense.
That one movie with Jennifer Lopez where her husband's abusive and she trains herself to beat him up at the end.
Are you talking about Enough?
Yeah.
I mean Hustlers 2018.
Yeah. Bad movie, but also good. Like
are you talking about Enough or are you talking about Hustlers?
Enough. Hustlers is not
I was gonna say you can't call that Hustlers a bad movie.
No. I don't know. I get what you're saying. You want a low budget because you want to be grounded, so they can't put in too many special effects. But yeah, I can't think of a grounded movie that has a low budget or a high budget. So yeah, that'll be interesting. What's the next topic on our list?
There's going to be a movie called Spiderhead that has Chris Hemsworth, Miles Teller, and Journey Smollett. It's going to be done for Netflix. It's going to be written by the guys who wrote Life and Deadpool and Zombieland.
Is it a superhero movie?
Well, the synopsis says it's set in the near future. The story follows two young convicts in the facility run by a visionary who experiences. Oof. Let me read that again. I'll read you the synopsis, Jordan. It said, it says set in the near future. The story follows two young convicts in a faculty. Oh God. How about you read it? You read it. Because I can't read.
Set in the near future, the story follows two young convicts in the facility run by a visionary who experiments on inmates with drugs that alter their emotions. So it sounds like a pretty good superhero movie. Why is this under the superhero tab? Anyway, that sounds interesting. I like I like Chris Hemsworth. Miles Teller kind of seems like a douchebag. I don't know. I don't really get personally.
Well, I hope he's not listening either. Oh my God, we're
We're
just
adding new viewers to this podcast every day.
losing
Miles
all of
Teller, that's nuts.
The director did Tron Legacy. You liked that movie, right?
Why do you think I like Tron Legacy?
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like you like Tron Legacy.
I have seen like half of it on TV like half a decade ago.
What about Oblivion? Have you seen Oblivion?
Is it the movie with Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
No, I didn't like that movie.
All right. So you hate this guy. I hope he's not listening.
He directed Starry Night and Mad World, the commercials for Gears of War and Halo, or Halo and Gears of War, I should say. So I like him because of those. He also directed the new Top Gun movie.
Yeah, but no one's seen that yet because it's never going to come out.
I'm sick of everything getting delayed.
It was supposed to come out this year. Now it's going to be coming out in July.
Well, apparently it's supposed to come out last year, unless it's a typo. But that doesn't make any sense. How could it have come out last year? It says delayed. Must be a typo. I forgot we were talking about the director, or
yeah, we were talking about Spiderhead. You said that you like Chris Hemsworth, and this sounds like a superhero movie.
No, I was being sarcastic when I said that, but
it does sound a lot. Have you seen Project Power on Netflix?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
It's decent. I would recommend it.
Does it sound like that?
Sounds similar to that, yes. It's
like, okay.
No, I was just randomly recommending you a movie.
You're like, yeah. Have you seen
this
The Last
movie?
Airbender? Like,
yeah, I'd recommend it.
Okay. Do they do mind altering drugs in the show or something? Am I missing something here?
Yeah, Project Power.
I don't know. All right, listen.
You take a pill, and then the pill is called Power. You take it, and you get like a random superhero power for like 15 or like 5 minutes, I think. Wow. It's an interesting concept to superheroes.
Yeah, but what is Top Gun Maverick going to be about? What's the point of this movie? I've been thinking about it, dude. Is there going to be a dogfight in it at some point, or like what? Listen, you're not.
Let me share your secret. Let me share a secret with you that I'm sharing over this podcast that millions of people are listening to. I've never seen Top Gun before.
I've never seen Top Gun.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Do they fight at the end of Top Gun? Is there a dog fight in Top Gun? What is Top Gun about?
Where are you getting this dog fight from?
Do you know what dog fights are? You never play Ace Combat?
What does that have to do with Top Gun?
Top Gun is a jet movie. They fight
What does that have to do with dogs?
Brother, are you being sarcastic?
I am not being sarcastic.
Dog fights are what they call when two jets fight each other.
How would I have known that?
Everybody knows what dog fights are.
No, I don't think that they do.
Listen, the point is that in the first Top Gun movie, do they fight other jets?
I don't know because I've never seen it.
Because Top Gun, isn't that like the training course? I thought it was just a drama about people who like to fly jets. I don't know what Top Gun is.
I don't know what Top Gun is.
I'm watching Top Gun tomorrow. I don't. What is Top Gun?
Oh, what is Top Gun? Is
if they're making a sequel,
searching into
if they're making a sequel, what is it? Just a sequel? Does he teach at the school now? And he's like, my friend died in Top Gun 1. So
did he die? I don't know.
I've never seen it. I don't know. I assume.
All right, this podcast is over.
It's not over.
It's pretty much over.
Listen, I just don't understand. If Top Gun is a movie about a flight school, how are they making a sequel unless they fight someone?
You think Top Gun
I'm not going to go.
Is going to be
there needs to be
the Cobra Kai of
Yes, absolutely. But they need to fight someone in it. If they don't fight anyone, then I don't believe in this movie. Like there has to be jet on jet combat in this movie, dude. There has to be dogfights. A big Ace Combat fan.
I can tell. You know what dogfights are?
Yeah, everybody. You've never seen Dogfight on the History Channel?
No.
Top Ace. What?
No.
what you,
No.
you got a few things to
No.
watch, man. It's top.
A few, I know. I have a lot of things.
Dogfight.
I'm not gonna watch dogfights.
Don't watch it. Listen. Go play Ace Combat 7 and then come back to me, and you'll be like, "Wow, now I understand what you're talking about." Well, I'm just saying that if neither of us have seen Top Gun, then
we probably shouldn't be talking about Top Gun for the past like 7 minutes.
I'm just saying that I don't understand. Is there a dogfight in Top Gun? Somebody answer, please.